Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pueblo's Independent Multimedia Podcast. This started off like a long time ago, probably like 10 years ago, with my buddy Nate, my old college buddy. And we started interviewing comedians and musicians in Pueblo, Colorado. And I thought, well, let's bring it back and do a new format. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, I met him at the open mic at Sareth Fest last year, and he just blew me away at the Grindhouse Cafe. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Morgan J. Cox. Hey Morgan,
Hey,
how are
what's
you?
up? Hey, what's
Great, how
up,
are you?
buddy?
Awesome, good to
Um,
see you, bud.
yeah, I'm
Awesome,
doing good.
awesome, good
This
stuff.
is live in 40. Oh, we live. Okay, cool, cool.
Indeed. Have you done the live podcast before?
Yeah, I have did a couple. I hopped on a couple people's lives, and yeah, I need to start going live myself more on Instagram, but that's a different story.
Indeed, for sure. I really like. I just put on stories there, and then that's about it. It's like, and maybe a post here and there.
I hear that.
Good stuff. So Morgan, you're married to the music. You're
Yes.
and how did you meet? How did you get engaged?
Um, Married to the music. Well, literally, like I depend on my music to get me through any and everything from traumatic situations to celebrations to down times, good times, bad times, bad times. Like you can never go wrong with music. There's always a song in everything when I write my music. So I take it from experience and I write music that way. But how I was introduced into music with my mom. Um, Growing up, I was the middle child of seven kids, and my mom always had some type of music playing when we were cleaning or when we were just relaxing or and I just enjoyed it. I actually started dancing before I was writing songs, and I would dance when I was little for people, and they'll put money in my diaper and all kind of crazy stuff. But yeah, it was just I love music, and I think that a lot of people do. I think it's universal.
Indeed, it really is. I listen to all genres of music, so it's like whatever sets my mood. Like when I'm on the highway going 75, I listen to acoustic music to calm me down because it's nerve wracking, especially with these Florida drivers. So,
Florida, yeah,
yep.
I want to go to Florida.
Oh, it's
Not right now
beautiful.
though.
Yeah, like October is great, and then like towards the winter months when the hurricane season ends, it's not too bad. Indeed. So you're a
Dope.
singer songwriter that loves sharing your world with your audience, and I've seen you perform at the open mic, and that's the only time I saw you perform. And what's like the music scene like in Pueblo and where you started in Denver and such?
So the music scene in Pueblo is really like embracing. They love to see new artists. They love to see new talent. They're really supportive of me, at least, that I've encountered. Um, and I've blossomed here in Pueblo. So I started off singing at an open mic called the Grindhouse Cafe. And I was singing a cappella. And then I started singing with backing tracks. Then I started writing my own songs. And then I started doing live performances with the music that I wrote. So it's like I've came a long way with performing and writing songs. So as of Denver, when I was there, it was really hard for me to get my feet in the door to even do like an open mic, to even do like a show. I wasn't really stable enough to do any of those things, and I didn't have the opportunity to do so. And I wasn't focused. But I did audition for the X Factor in Denver, and I got the to the next round and ended up going to jail and wasn't able to pursue that. But it all came full circle. I feel like that I'm on the right path now. Like, who's to say that that wasn't the right path? But it was on my path, and it put me on this path where I'm writing really amazing songs and working on my next project. And yeah,
Awesome. And you're always writing new songs, and I've listened to like all your songs on Spotify. Just from I started off with the singles, and then I was like, I'm gonna listen to the full albums and the EPs, and when you only have one album, one EP on there, and like two singles, so I was like, this is great. I enjoyed them. Yep. So how what's like the
Actually,
songwriting process for you? Like, does it come easy or?
it comes very easy to me because, like I said, I write from experience and I have a lot of experience with life. And there's a song in everything. Like every word is a song, so it can be turned into a song. So I just put that into my creative toolbox up here and just let it flow. You know what I mean? If it's rap, if it's um, vocals, if it's improv, and then I just pull it all together to make a song.
Most definitely, indeed. And you had a rough upbringing in in what I've read so far. I mean, like you were a family, like the middle child of seven, and uh, like you were poverty stricken in Denver, and the music community wasn't that great at the time. And I'm glad that you battled through it, and you're here with us, and you found Pueblo your home. Do you often go to Denver and try to sing there? Now that you're here in
Sometimes I go
Pueblo.
up there and sing a little bit and do some shows, but my eye is on California, so I just got some management out of California with Entourage Management, and hopefully I can make some bigger steps in pursuing my dream to be a professional, even a bigger professional, like household name singer, actor slash rapper. um, yeah, but I love Pueblo. Like Pueblo's a really small community, and I got to blossom here. I got to really find my voice and find the type of music that I would like to create for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah, that's what I love about Pueblo too. Is because I lived in LA too, and I mean they had a good like rock scene there, and but like Pueblo, as soon as I got home, it's like I got to discover bluegrass, and that's not so much over out in LA. It's just you can find almost every single genre in Pueblo, and
Yeah,
it's heavenly. I think.
yeah,
Yep,
dope.
indeed. So, your family wasn't very supportive about your artistic pursuits and your personal identity, and so I'm in that same boat too. They didn't understand why we decided to be a stand-up comic or be a writer. So, now
My
that
my
they,
fam.
oh, go ahead.
No, you could keep going. I'm sorry.
Oh, for sure. So, what do they feel now? How do they feel now that you know you're doing great in Pueblo and soon to be LA?
Well, I have my family of origin and my family of creation. So my family of creation, which is like most of the people here in Pueblo and some people up in Denver, they love it. You know what I mean? They love to see me blossom. They love to see me win. They love to be supportive. They love to be in my corner. Um, my family of creation, I don't know, like the older generation, they they probably knew that I was really talented, and but everybody was just so wrapped up in their life in the '90s and the early 2000s, and it was just so much to deal with. You know what I mean? And me going through my depressive stages at a young age, living from family member to family member, pillow to post, pillow to post. I just never really got rooted and never had a foundation to blossom or grow. You know what I mean? So,
For sure. And it's good to find like a balance of both because I have the comedians. They're in Daytona mostly. We're like a close knit family because we're like the misfits, and everyone comes to us to tell their jokes that they can't say in like Jacksonville or Orlando or something. So it's
mm,
they can be themselves, and that's what like it's just. And then with my family, like we just don't get it, but we'll it's like other phases of your life. We just don't get it, but we'll support you the best we can or something. But that's when
yeah,
like the creative
I
family
understand.
comes in and they got your back 100%.
Right.
Most definitely.
There's people like here in Pueblo that I want to give props to, like Javier. He puts on all these festivals, from the multicultural festival to the hip hop festival, the first annual hip hop festival here in Pueblo that he put together. Um, he's the majority of all of my photos for my shows. When I was in the mental institution, he would come and pick me up and take me to the open mics. Just a wonderful dude. Then there's Quentin. Um, he runs Still City Studios. He's doing my album for me, and he's done a lot of work on my music. And not only does he help me with my music, he's just like a big brother in my life that helps me out. So kudos to him as well. And there's a a bunch of other people that are just so supportive here that like I think like when the time happens, it happens. Like you feel right with the people in your life. That's why I named my next project that I'm working on "The Time Is Now" because I feel like everything is happening now. You know what I mean? Everything is changing. The stars are aligning. The planets are aligning. I'm in the right element. So yeah.
And Javier, like he's such a great guy. Like I'm glad he's still putting on the festivals and stuff like that. I was hoping like Chicago won't call him back, and he was on like a couple of my first festivals, and like he like memorized the entire Triumph song by Wu-Tang Clan, and he just like
Yeah,
and
that's
like such an amazing song. And then like a couple of the local rappers at the time jumped in and they were singing other people's verses from the Wu-Tang Clan. It was just awesome when Phil's was open. There's a video on my YouTube that shows. I'll send it to you after this interview. It's
all
pretty
right. I
dope.
want to see. I want to see show Javier.
Good stuff. Is Quentin the one that used to run the open mic at the Grindhouse, or was that someone else?
No, Hoppy ran the open mics at the Grindhouse. Um, and you're talking about Andrew Vandergriff,
Andrew.
the
That's
guy
right.
that was the host.
Yep,
He's a
yep.
really good friend of mine too. I have some heat coming out with him too on this next project called Middle. So the song's called Middle, but you'll hear it soon. So
Indeed.
really, he's a really good MC.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I don't
like
think you ever met Quentin. I don't think you met Quentin.
I
He's
don't
kind
think
of
so.
back in the shadows, and he steps out here and there. But yeah, he's a really good guy. I have to introduce you to him
Oh, for sure,
on
absolutely.
the day of the festival. I'm gonna have pull him out.
Absolutely. That'd be wonderful. Like yeah, like I totally get the whole man behind the curtain thing, like Wizard of Oz, and I
He's
get that
definitely a
lifestyle.
wizard. He whipping up some magic.
Indeed. Awesome. And and the host of the Grindhouse open mic, he was Eddie and your music video Eddie, and
Yeah,
it it
he
all's
played
coming back
Eddie.
between and we all known
Yeah,
Eddie in our lives, so it's
yeah. I've even been an Eddie. Probably still an Eddie today. Those who don't know what an Eddie is, it's a freeloader, a borrower, somebody that
indeed.
shows up unannounced. I got a song called Eddie. You can check it out on all major platforms. morganjcox/Eddie.
Absolutely. Definitely. And everyone check it out. All the links are in the description box below, from Morgan's YouTube to his Disco Kid and all that good stuff. So awesome. You'll dig his music. I dug it, so that I still do. So good stuff. And when you and Xenon like performed at the festival, it just like you two stood out the most to me. It's like you could feel that soul, and it's just
Oh
it
yeah,
gave me
Xenon's a beast. He's a
yeah.
beast, and they're really dope. Like I know these pronoun things are really big nowadays, but their music is really good. I really support that.
Most definitely. They gave me chills for sure. So indeed, pronouns are a big deal. I
Yeah.
I, I get mistaken for all of them, so I'm like, all right, fine, I'll just take all.
That's funny. No.
I'm like, I get misgendered, so I go on. Like when I used to do stand up, I was like, well, for once, I'd like to be Mr. Gendered. Is that too hard to ask?
Right.
Oh man, good stuff. But also, so I'm glad you got to take out all your negative in like life experiences and turn them into positives, because that's what life's all about. And
Right.
you took
There's still stuff that's happening that's negative. I'm just still
oh
writing.
indeed.
I'm just still practicing my craft, perfecting it. I'm not a master at it yet. I'm still right. I'm still working on it, and I'm still trying to mitigate the situations at hand because, um, dang, life gets heavy. Life gets heavy.
It really does. And we were talking off air that I'm in the process of writing my memoir, and it's like, yep, I put my angels and demons in the books in my memoirs and let them duke it out, because I'm tired of carrying them with me. So I'm
Right.
like, here you go, you guys. And then once I get done with my third book of this thing, I'm sure everything will catch up to present day, and uh, I'll just write however I feel, I guess. Still undecided.
That's
Yep.
dope.
Yeah, man. And um, so you fall in love with the world around you, which is great. And we were talking about, turning your negatives into positives, and you're still in the process of doing so. And 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 you have really amazing therapy. And do you? Is there a place you go online or in town that you?
I got a health solutions. It's a health facility, mental health facility. Behavioral health nowadays, that's what they call it. But I've been going through this stuff since I was like 10 years old, so I call it the old names. But yeah, it's called behavioral health. And yeah, I have an amazing therapist, and I believe that mental health is just a part of spirituality and a part of your physical health, and all those three things, get them together, you'll be doing just right. But nobody's perfect, so we're always working. We're always on that will, that evolving will to be a better person, if that's what you're out here trying to do. You know what I mean? Some people like being bitter. Some people like being trolls. Some people like living under the bridge. But I want so much more. You know what I mean? I want so much more, and I continuously fight for that. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. And I feel you on the trolls. I deal with them on the regular with the social media stuff. I'm like, if it's not the trolls, it's the
I'm so good.
bots. And I was like, and when you see them in real life as hecklers, it's like, oh, geez, they're real. So
That's funny.
awesome. So Eddie was like such a great music video, beautifully shot. And who filmed it for you? And like your other music videos.
Okay, so I have three main videographers that I go to here in Pueblo. The first videographer that I go to is like my brother. His name's Tyler Sean. Shawn, like clown, but Shawn. Yeah, kind of hard to pronounce. But Tyler, he's amazing. He can put some stuff together. A one man guy. Um, he's just really amazing. And then there's Jared. Um, he did a Bada Bing Bada Boom video. Amazing kid that can just bring to life what you envision and with his vision, and then make it look really really cool. I have a video coming out with Drew called Middle that he did, and I'm really excited about it. And my favorite videographers is Jordan and Sarah Borrego. They did Eddie, and they did Dislike the Light, and they did Path song that I'm gonna sing for you guys later for my next album that I will be releasing. So
That's
Jordan and Sarah, they're really
cool.
really cool. You should look up JSP Cinema if you want to get some wedding videos, some photos. You should look up Tyler Sean with Jolly Meal Productions, and you look at J Rod Visuals for Jared. All three of those companies and all four of them people are really really amazing and genuine people, and they're not only business business minded and really really cool. They're actually, I consider them my family of creation. So
Awesome. Good stuff. It's just beautifully done, and it's just Public has such an it's just like a gem, like, and I'm glad that there's some people that are bringing it to light, and it's just from the music to the filming to the photography, it's like art, especially the murals. I always like love seeing like walking past the murals in downtown
the
Pueblo.
murals, yeah, I know people who do the murals down at the levee. Celeste Gatia art, and then Jinda Groot. She did a couple murals. Matt Riffick. There's a lot of people. The art community is really, really small, but we put out like a lot of content. It makes it look really, really big. So it's really niched together and sold and weaved together. And we're always, at least I'm trying to collaborate and communicate and maneuver through all these resources that are at hand. So
Most definitely.
that's pretty dope.
I agree. And yeah, when you mentioned Matt Riffick, I was like, yep, I love. I remember he was in the process of doing the horse that got stuck in the tree.
Oh
That
yeah,
one.
yeah, the one on the side of the building,
Yep, yep,
the mural that's down there on like Santa Fe.
yep.
Is that Santa Fe or something like that? Yeah.
And he
Right
did the
by
big
Solar
old,
Rose.
yeah, right by Solar Roast. And he did the big old bear like right by the old Kadoya Gallery or Kadoya. Gregory's old place, Gregory Howell's old place.
Hmm.
So good stuff.
Water Tower.
Oh yeah, the water tower. He's such Gregory's such a great guy. I interviewed him at the fest when it was like quarantined and like no one was allowed to be at the fest, so we just live streamed everything. So it was just me
I
and
know
him.
Gregory. He's pretty dope.
He's such a great fella.
Yeah.
Awesome, good stuff. And my other favorite song that I found from yours on your Spotify was "Broke as a Joke," and because of the Mr. Sandman sample, and like you wrote the
Oh
beat
yeah.
all cool and everything. So, well, what
Yeah.
was
That
like
broke is a joke.
what was the writing
I
process like on that one?
I was just like, F this. This 9 to 5 is killing me. Breathe this. Minimum wage 10.50. It's just everything I was going through. I go out on disability. It's just like broke it in a joke. Broke it in a joke, and I keep losing all my hope. It's just like I was broke, still am, but yeah,
Indeed,
it's from broke man's perspective.
story of our lives for sure.
Yeah,
Indeed, awesome. And that's why I made like the festival free. It's like I don't want people's money if they want to donate something. Great, like you can donate like cat food or canned goods, and we'll give it away to like the Humane Society or the homeless shelter. But it's mostly just like show up, support, find your new favorite local artist that's a musician or a comedian, whatever, and and like I keep everything like in house. Like Charlie Mullen does all my artwork, and Barrett Skull prints out all my shirts. So for the
that's
fest.
dope.
Yep.
That's
So
dope. I'm really excited about this festival. Um,
awesome.
I'm gonna bring the house down.
I can't
I
wait. Indeed. Like you brought the house down at the open mic. I was like, dang, like that's just amazing.
think that's all practice for a bigger stage. But oh yeah, and then like performing. So I've gotten a lot of opportunities to perform here in Pueblo. From my usual stage at the Analog with Mike Harkop that owns Solar Roast, and he's made a platform for me there to go perform, and he helped me put out my vinyl Music Vessel, my latest album that I put out on my birthday, um, which is another blessing in itself. Um, there's been like Molly Vilker, she's a school teacher here. She's even got me to perform for some of the middle school kids at PAA. And that's my favorite crowd because they're honest. They'll tell you if you suck or not. Yeah, so I it's just so much love here for me. You know what I mean? Even
Most
when I
definitely.
do, even when I do make the transition to like LA and stuff like that, like what I'm planning to do, I'm always gonna have somewhere to come back to, and that's Pueblo. It's my home. I consider myself a Pueblo native, even though I'm from Denver.
Same here. Like I was born in Boulder, but I call Pueblo home. It's just like I
Yeah.
don't know. There's too many
And
hippies and yuppies in
people
Boulder.
talk down about Pueblo a lot, and I'm like I get online and I see like, oh, that's Pueblo, and some of the people that are from here, like actually from here and that grew up here, say have a lot of negative things to say, but I just encourage them to, oh, damn, there's a moth or something here. I encourage them to take a different perspective and look at it for what it is, because it's actually like a gym. It's
Most
pretty dope.
definitely. Yep. I think about it all the time. It's like there's no other place I'd rather be. I mean, I lived in like a couple cities. And I'm like, there's no place like home, like Dorothy says. It really isn't.
Right.
Yep, indeed. So my other two favorite songs that I listened, or the last three favorite songs were "Pieces of the Puzzle," "Misfit," and "Bada Bing Bada Boom," and they
Okay.
just like spoke to me. Those are some really good ones.
Yeah. Like with that Misfit album, I tried to counteract. Like if you look at the song, there's like if you look at the songs, there's like a song that it's like a dialectic, I guess, if that's the right word. There's a song called "Broke is a Joke," and then there's a song called "Surprise." Like surprise, you have everything. Broke is a joke, you have nothing. Misfit, you don't fit in. Then there's pieces of the puzzle when you're a piece of the puzzle and you fit in. Um, I can't remember the other songs since it's been a while since I listened to that project, but each song has a different counterpart to it if you go back and listen to it. So
I love that.
yeah,
It's good stuff. It like it reminds me of like the Rage Tones. Are you familiar with Jesse Head and stuff?
yeah, they're
Yep.
really cool.
Oh yeah. Like he has his like the album like uh, he had where like all the guys were like standing in front of a urinal and like they were crossing out like which members are left and stuff and like all the songs like you can listen through it and then like there's like one track towards the end that has like a combination of all of them and I'm like and this is brilliant. It's just like your album like how you got everything to like piece together perfectly on that Misfit album. I'm like now that you said it, I was like I got to go back and re-listen to it and because you
And
shine
look
in
at it and
some.
look at the yeah,
Yep.
look at the little details. But
Yeah.
I definitely was gonna push that album more, but COVID happened and I was locked in a transitional place in my life, like in, in a what is it called, assisted living. Yeah, and I was only supposed to be there for a short amount of time, but COVID hit, and then they were like, you can't leave until we figure out what's going on with this pandemic, and it ended up being a whole year. So I never got to really push that album out. And then I got out and I wrote Music Vessel, and I was like, I'm gonna push this album, and then here I am on the time is now. And I write so much. I'm always writing. I wrote a song last night. Um, if I get in my feelings and or if I'm happy, like I just write. I just I journal, and then I turn my journals into songs. I turn my poems into songs. I turn my raps into bigger bodies of work. So yeah,
Awesome. And speaking of songs and raps, and would you like to take the stage and perform one of your one of your new
of
songs that you have coming out?
of course.
Awesome.
Let me see. This one's called The Path. This is going to be one of my singles on my next project. Let's see if this one go. Here we go. No going back, my footsteps on the path. There's no turning back. Ooh, I didn't see this one coming. Get out of my way. I won't stay. Get out of my way. I won't stay. Wicked witch, I hope the house falls on you. All I've been through, I should be the villain. Is it really safe to express how I've been feeling? Dealing with depression, learning life lessons, counting my blessings. Look, stop messing with me. One day the life I can't wait to be free. No going back, my footsteps on the path. There's no turning back. Oh, I didn't see this one coming. Get out of my way. I won't stay. Get out of my way. I won't stay. They say the grass is greener on the other side. I say, water your lawn, 'cause the other side is mine, all mine. No going back, my footsteps on the path, there's no turning back. Oh, I didn't see this one coming, get out of my way. I won't stay. Get out of my way. I won't stay. No going back. My footsteps on the path. There's no turning back. Ooh, I didn't see this one coming. Get out of my way. I won't stay. Get out of my way. I won't stay. I got one more too,
Okay.
if that's all right.
Yep.
All right?
Yep, that's all right with
Okay.
me. Go for it, Morgan.
Okay, this one's called Abracadabra. This one's a little bit funner. Please notice me. I really do exist. Shooting star, make my wish, my wish. Twin flames. You're my soulmate. Higher power, how much longer do I have to wait? Have to wait like I know magic. Abracadabra, I got to have you. Alakazam, I need you where I am. Realize the prize is you and I, like I know magic. Abracadabra, I got to have you. Alakazam, I need you where I am. Yeah. Realize the prize is you and I. Please notice me. Alpha Omega. Do I have to beg you? Give me what I deserve. I deserve nothing but love. Rain down, bless me. Give me what I yearn for. Flesh to flesh, lips to lips, skin to skin, and so much more. Like I know magic. Abracadabra, I got to have you. Alakazam, I need you where I am. Realize the prize is you and I, like I know magic. Abracadabra, I got to have you. Alakazam, I need you where I am. Yeah. Realize the prize is you and I. Conjuring up love, hocus pocus, just for you. I'm like pippity, poppity, boo. Conjuring up love, just for you. I'm like pippity, poppity, be my boo. Please notice me. I really do exist. I exist just for you. Like I know magic. Abracadabra, I got to have you. Alakazam, I need you where I am. Realize the prize is you and I.
Awesome. Good job, Morgan. That rocked.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
didn't. I don't know how the audio was, but yeah, that's Abracadabra in the path. So hope you guys enjoyed it.
Most definitely. And you're gonna love Morgan live. Like if you haven't seen him in Pueblo already or around Colorado, or soon to be LA, like go see him. And I'm so glad that like Mike's helping you with your record and everything like that, and helping you produce your record and put it on vinyl. That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, I have some. Rare additions to Musica Vessel here that I'll have at the festival. Some vinyls. So that Mike
Awesome.
Hardcop helped me get. So yeah,
And you bring them by, sign them. I'll buy some, and we're gonna and because I take my merch money and I buy merch from the artist, and then we just have trivia, and then we just give it out to fans.
that's
That's
dope.
it.
That's dope.
Yeah. So it's like
Yeah,
it's always like helping each other out, and it's a beautiful festival. So I think that's why it lasted like we're going on 10 years. So
that's dope. That's dope. Longevity.
most definitely. And I'm so
Yeah,
honored to have you be a part of it. And I'm glad I did that open mic. And there's no room for the open mic here in town, I don't think. We might squeeze one in, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. But
alrighty.
it, it's a beautiful thing. And Morgan, thank you for being my guest on Pueblo's Independent Multimedia podcast.
No problem.
And,
Thank you for
yeah,
having me.
you're welcome. And we will see you at the show, at the festival. And bring everyone you know. And we're going to party with different genres of music.
Alrighty. That's what's up.
Awesome.
Talk to you soon.
Right
Peace.
back at you later, Morgan. Take it easy. So everyone, follow and subscribe to Morgan. Description, all the stuff is in the description box below. And with that being said, be well, take care of each other, and we'll see you at the festival. July 19th to the 21st at CR23 Bomb Shelter, Hydration by Liquid Death. See you later. Peace.